Welcome back, family. This is the Talented 10th Financial Coach Jay coming back at you with some content. Last time we left off talking about the 401k. In the initial stage, we were talking about using the Secure Act 2.0 Section 110, talking about the employee matching the employer for student loan repayment. So we want to dive back into that with some hard numbers on today. So we talked about employee, 25-year-old employee, and he's realizing that I cannot contribute to my future self, my future financial self, because I have this student loan debt that I'm paying $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year into paying off my student loan debt. My student loan is $60,000. I've programmed in my mind to pay it off in 5 years. We're not going to add the taxes in just for purposes of just getting to these numbers. So $12,000 a year for 5 years, $60,000. Employee goes and talks to employer, and he says, hey employer, I really want to invest in my 401k plan. You guys have a terrific plan, you got a good company match in it, and I want to do this, but I need to pay off my student loan debt. And um, and do you guys offer, under the Secure Act 2.0 Act of 2022, do you understand in section 110, it talks about employees asking employers to match them what they're paying off in a qualified student loan payment. Here are my payments. This is what I'm paying, $1,000 a month. Will you match and put that into my 401k plan here at the job? Can you help me out? I really enjoy being here. This is a great company to work for. This is where I'm gonna make my start. At the same time, I know that I'm not gonna be able to work forever, and I want to build my financial future. Could you match what I'm doing into my student loan repayment and match me with $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year into my 401k plan? And the employee says, yes, sir, we sure will. So let's talk about the numbers. So we got that squared away. They got that started. So he's making his payments, repaying his qualified student loan. And year one, $12,000. $12,000 is going into his 401k plan. Now let's do the math on this. So uh, we're going to assume that the funds that he's involved with the 401k plan, an index fund, they're drawing 10% interest a year. So after 5 years of the company putting this into his account, that's $73,261.20. At the age of 30, his student loan of $60,000 is paid off. That's the 5-year period. So now that's all done. The employees has paid off his student loan, and employer, they said, hey, your student loan is done. What you can do now, and you can start contributing to your own 401k plan and going forward. So once again, he's got the $73,261.20 inside of his 401k plan that the company has contributed. That's at a 10% rate of return for 5 years. He's 30 years old right now. And he said, okay, I'm going to continue $1,000 into my 401k plan. That's $12,000 a year. And he's going to do that for the next 15 years. Now, the company match that they put in is 4%. So that's $166.66 every month that he's putting in that $1,000 in his contributions into his 401k, gives you a grand total that's going in together of $1,166.66. That's what's going in combined with the company match plus what he's putting in, that $1,000 a month. And we're going to multiply this thing out, assuming a 10%, because it's an index fund, 10% rate of return, compound growth on it. At the end of that 15-year period, from the age of 30 to 45, approximately $750,000, 590.78 at the age of 45. Now he said, hey, I'm going to start living life a little bit. I'm stop contributing to my retirement account. And he's going to now look at the power of compound growth, compound interest. And he's doing this actually in a Roth. So once he goes to pull this money out, he'll never be taxed on it again. Okay, we're going to let this money compound, not adding another penny to it, over the next from 45 to 60 for the next 15 years at a 10% compound growth. That money is growing approximately 3,135,413 $403.90. Wow. This is based off this employee just open up his mouth, closed mouth doesn't get fed, and asking the employer, will they start contributing? And the thing is, he was going to pay off this student loan, and at the same time, he said, hey, I need to invest for my future. So he has worked this system because of the Secure 2.0 Act of 2022 that President Biden, December the 30th, 2022, signed into law, allowing employees to receive an employer match based off of Section 110 to be able to pay off the student loan and get the match if an employer will approve of it. Now, this employer is investing into this person, so of course you got to be operating in the spirit of excellence. So now let's stop for a minute and look at this other calculation. So let's say he stopped investing, same numbers at the age of 45, and he let this money grow for 20 years. So now he's 65 when he's want to start drawing this money out. That money grows now to $5,049,599.43. The power of compound. And this is based off of him making a calculated decision to go ahead and pay off the student loan so he can get that out from over his head, and at the same time using the company's money to invest in his financial future with this new act it has started this year. 2024 was when it was able to be implemented. And I'm gonna tell you, people are not running around telling you about this, because this is a lot of money that the company is investing in you. But guess what? You're worth it. You are worth. Let's build this black excellence, this black wealth, to take full advantage of what's out there. We got to do this. This is one avenue. Once again, this is a powerful entity to invest in. This is free money that they're investing in you, and it's really not free because you're doing excellent for the company. You're making the company millions of dollars. Billions of dollars probably. So let's not think that this is a charity case. This is not. This is you saying, I'm not going to sit back and wait for my student loan to get paid off. I'm going to actively pay it off. At the same time, I'm going to dig in and see what's going to be available for me, because I'm choosing to activate this law that was implemented and see if my company will help me out. At the same time, I'm going to be excellent on the job. So family, I just gave you some real hard numbers because we want to continue from the last session where we started talking about this. And now we have actually entered into the 401k plan because we got this student loan knocked out, and we talked about the company match. While you're paying off the student loan is done. Now we're starting to take that money and invest it ourselves into that 401k plan with the company match of the 4% that they give as well. We're working it out. So this is Coach J, the Talented 10th. Coach J coming at you. I just want to throw this at you before we start talking about some other numbers with the 401k plan and talking about the funds we're going to be looking for, index funds, inside of the 401k plan itself. It's not just enough to invest in the 401k plan. We're going to look for the best bang for the buck. We're going to look for index funds with the lower fees. So instead of the people getting 1, 2, 3% of your money, expense ratio, we're going to look at 0.04, 0.01, 0.02. A lot cheaper than once it gets up to the multi-millions like we discussed in the Roth IRA plans. So I just want to drop this. I know this is a little shorter, but go back and digest this. Go back and look at that document, the Secure Act, setting every community up for retirement, enhanced. And go back and look at that document. It's Secure 2.0 Act of 2024. Just pull it up, Google it, pull it up. And we'll talk later more about the 401k. Talk to you later, family. Have a great day.